Hello everyone, New312 here. Thank you for clicking on this video. And last time we had Satoko and fuck. What happened last time? Oh yeah, we had dinner again. For the second time. It's still kind of weird. Keiichi still wants to be your brother. Still a bad idea. Just all the way a bad idea. It's never gonna work out well. Oh, and then he was stupid and said, "Oh, I hope nothing changes at all." Yeah, that's how you know already shit's gonna hit the fan. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy the rest of the video. In other words, Satoko still needed a brother. Nobody had the right to smile it away as childish immaturity. In fact, they deserved praise for being so close to each other as siblings. That role of brother should be played by a real Nini, by Satoshi, but unfortunately he wasn't here. So since I'm here, I'll play that part. No, stop, don't. And not with a guilty conscience, but in a very natural way. Because, there's something wrong with seeing Satoko smile so happily. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's wrong in the way you're trying to go about it. What is it, Keiichi? You've been smirking for a while now. Is it weird for me to look happy? It isn't weird or anything, but, well, the sound of the motor on her bike light was too loud, and I couldn't hear what Satoko said. Huh? What? What did you say? Nothing. You really are just like Nini, you know? Keiichi. Is that right? Of course, you're completely different from my real Nini. But there's things. Things that you do the same. It's really a mystery. The same. Do you feel lonely when you remember Nini? Once I said that, I thought for a moment that was absolutely the wrong thing to say, but Satoko didn't seem to mind one bit. It's not that I'm lonely, since Keiichi is being my Nini for me right now. As I was flustered for a moment for her hitting the mark, Satoko suddenly asked me a question in a calm voice. It was a very quiet, composed, and adult question. Was it Rika? It was quiet, but her voice sounded lonely somehow. Didn't Rika ask you to act like my Nini for me? Is that what you think? Please don't take offense. Rika is strangely considerate of me, but it really doesn't bother me that much. I could say for sure that at least was a lie. Yesterday and today, Satoko had been so happy spending time like this with me as her siblings, and it was proof itself that she was lying about it not getting to her. So I gave Satoko a light poke in the head. You're thinking too much, dummy. I'm me, Keiichi Maebara. I'm not your Nini, not Satoshi Hojo. I know that. Despite her saying that, her expression seemed a little lonesome. Well, I mean, she has the right to be lonely. I'll grant her that, obviously, because she did lose her brother. But I mean, she's not gonna grow if you keep babying her like that. It's unfair that she did lose her brother, but life isn't fair. Life's full of bullshit things that happen that you can't control. And if you could, you'd want it to go a different way. I mean, if I could control my life, I would have been winning every Powerball for the last 20 years. The second I was born, I would have won a Powerball. And just gotten billions and billions of dollars. But no, I don't get what I want. I mean, to a certain degree you do get what you want, but in your wildest dreams you don't get what you want. It's just very unlikely that will happen. And life is full of adversity. You just have to deal with it, and that's how you show your character and how you grow. It's not what you're dealt with, it's how you handle what you're dealt with. Life lessons, brought to you by me. At this point, Satoko herself had realized that her question had been the wrong thing to say. We didn't need to keep talking about something that Satoko regretted. So in order to cut the conversation short, I grabbed Satoko's head and pet her. Let's not talk about silly things like that. It's getting late, so get back home, brush your teeth, and go to bed. And rinse your mouth out before sleeping, too. It'll keep you from getting a cold. You're one to talk, Nini. Be sure to brush your teeth, okay? Rinse your mouth and wash your hands, and then get your books ready tomorrow. And... Wonder what kind of sibling Satoko and Satoshi were. I've never seen them together, but I could say without a doubt that they were really close. As for the way in which they were close, it was probably quite like this. It was so cool that the day's heat seemed like a lie, and yet the moonlight was somehow faintly warm. The quiet chorus of the insects was pleasing to the ears. But I'm loving the series so far, it's amazing. The writing's really well done, the translation, there's some issues with it of course. Oh good, intermediate trap course. Ugh. Beginner one was already rough. I could see Tomita and Okamura walking over to the gym storehouse. They needed to get the bag of lime used to make the lines on the court for our next gym class. They were all on duty today after all. But in that storehouse, a terrible trap was awaiting them. Being on this side of the trap for once is really thrilling. Ho ho ho! If you realize that is the true pleasure in setting up traps, then you have the potential yourself, Keiichi. Poor two useless people. The two of them fumbled around with the gym storehouse lock. Oh? What's this? Okamura pointed at part of the door and started whispering to Tomita. Then realizing something, they both jumped away from the door. Oh, Satoko, I think they found out. No, she was probably planning that they see that and then jumped into the trap. Did we mess up? I'd calculated that they would notice the trap at the entrance. Exactly. And of course I've calculated what action they'll take now. Ho ho ho! What, go to the back? Or through a window? According to Satoko, after they noticed the suspicious trap on the ground, they would go around and try to get in through the back window. Hey! I was semi-right, I said window and through the back, so... close enough. And just as she'd prophesied, they went around to the back. And just as she'd prophesied, they climbed opened the window and tried to sneak in. Wow, amazing! Everything's exactly like you said. Ah! I got them! It sounded like they died. An explosion of pure white lime burst out of the window. After a few moments, the two of them managed to crawl away from the window, both of them completely white. Fucking racist. Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! This is the moment I live for. It tastes like honey. But still, that was some trap. You would have had to know everything to set something like that up. Where they put their hands, their legs, where they jump down. Listen carefully, Keiichi. The first step to making a trap is to watch and observe the victim. You must scrupulously predict their movement patterns, and they'll move at any given moment. If you do that, then you can achieve the greatest possible results with only the most minimal trap. Well, yeah, obviously, if you know your prey, that's how hunters work, they know their prey. Same thing. Come to think of it, before Satoko read the final move at that final moment earlier, Mion had given her high praise, saying she had the markings of a genius. So it's all about reading the opponent. So then, the traps you've caught me in before, they worked because you figured out everything I do. No, because you're a dumbass. Yes. I can see right through all your actions, and that's how I set them up. So if one day you suddenly started having different habits and behavior, I wouldn't be able to anymore. Bragging that she could anticipate everything I do. That was kind of mean. Okay then, let's play a game now. I want to test whether your predictions are accurate. Yes, that's fine with me. Keiichi, you are particularly easy to get a read on. I could do it before breakfast. Ha ha ha! When we went back to the classroom, Satoko tore off pieces of paper and wrote something on the back of them, making 3 cards. Of course, I didn't know what she'd written. Please pick one of these cards, Keiichi. If you do not pick one that says you're a loser, you will win. Great, you're on. The club has built up my sensitivity to this stuff, so I'll smash right through your predictions. Far right. Satoko smirks and holds out the 3 cards. Set your mind to full power by calming it, Keiichi Maebara. Cool and collected, this is how you'll win. Cool, calm, and collected. If I don't pick the losing one, I'll win. Which means if I do pick it, Satoko will win. In other words, Satoko wants to make me pick the losing one. So she's already assuming you're gonna overthink this. It's just, you have a 33% chance of losing if she only has 1 loser card. See, actually what he needed to do first is say, let me see all 3 cards. To see if there's, if it's only 1, 2, or 3, if she's bullshitting you. Like if there's 1 you're a loser, 2 you're a losers, or she's like complete shit and has 3. What would she do to make sure I pick the losing one? Could she even predict something like that? Statistically speaking, isn't there some rule that it says I'm more likely to pick the one in the middle or the ones on either side? Yeah, the one in the middle is usually the general idea because you automatically assume the middle one is equal distance between the 2. And then it hits me like a flash. This is what Mion would do. Now which one will you pick? I've made my decision. And it is... this one! Huh? Huh? What are you doing? I steal all 3 cards from Satoko's hands. I predicted what Satoko would do in advance. Satoko wanted to make sure I picked the losing one, so all 3 were you're a loser. Haha! Which meant all 3 of these were losing ones. And that's how I knew. Allow me to look at all 3. I flip all 3 cards face up, and on each one there is a single word. You're a loser. What is this? Wow, get shit on. See, I would have asked to see the cards before. Not grandstand and say, oh, I pick all 3. No, don't do that. Oh shit, if that was actually how the order went, I would be fucked. Because I would have picked a loser. God damn it. Huh? It means just what it says. If you'd only chosen one, you wouldn't have lost. What? Then you predicted that I'll draw 3? Ugh! I held my head in my hands and fainted as Satoko reveled at the might of her abilities. Her shrill laughter echoed throughout the classroom. You're useless, Keiichi. And then there was a puff of lime powder came down upon Satoko's head. I looked to see Tomita and Okamura all in white dumping a whole bag of lime powder on her, getting their revenge. Ah, you suck. Ah, revenge. Hojo, you're the one who could have set up a trick like that. You're the only one. Well, excuse me. Would you happen to have any proof? And I'd like it if you didn't call it something so inelegant a trick. I would prefer you call it something more refined. A trap. Please. Pay back. Ah! Keiichi, help me! No, fuck you. I'm not helping your ass. Our underclassmen crashed around the classroom in furious combat, getting white lime everywhere. Hey Satoko, why couldn't you see this coming exactly? At the time, I hadn't seen something coming too though. The teacher coming to me afterward and giving us all a stern talking to. I didn't do shit. That's all I would say. Fuck that. I didn't do anything. To the next chapter. Look, class is over. Or just started. Oh, really? Your parents came home, huh? They smelled like energy drinks and their eyes were all bloodshot. They said they had a crazy amount of stuff to do and were up 2 whole nights in a row. Adults have it tough. Your dad is an artist, right? They really do have it rough. Come to think of it, he was, wasn't he? I would very much like to see what kind of things he draws sometimes. An artist, huh? I'd seen a number of watercolor and acrylic paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other job too. Just what did Dad do exactly? He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. I wanted to sneak a peek one day. Yeah, you could have. So the house was empty for 2 days after that? All that? Ha ha ha. That didn't leave much time. So, Kei-chan, did you manage to go after the character who was in your heart? God damn it, no! I didn't get to! Because bullshit reasons. I'm pissed. The absence of parents is a must-have for protagonist. Whatever, sure. He built up a lot of relationship points and raised all the right flags. I have no idea what any of you are talking about. Yes, because you're a dumbass. You don't realize what could have been happening right now. Well, not right now, but in the last 2 days, you don't realize it, you piece of shit. We could be on our way to a very happy ending. But no, you decided, no, I'll hang out with some children instead. Fucking dumbass. That means you don't need to cook for yourself anymore, Keiichi. What did you make last night? In the end, I didn't make a single thing for myself. Last night's dinner, well, it was vegetable stir-fry. Wow. Kei-chan, you can make a little bit of real cooking now, huh? Yeah, we should definitely cook together. You made vegetable stir-fry? Did it come out good, did it? No, it was terrible. Rena, you're being unpleasant. Why are you clinging to me? A delicious meal and a friendly dish washing together. Wow, how nice, how nice. Hey, I said you're being unpleasant. Huh? What are you talking about? Mion, utterly confused, asked me for clarification, but I just barely, albeit transparently, averted my eyes. Right. Does anyone have plans for this afternoon? No, I'm free. You don't, do you? Do you? Nope, completely free. Today was Saturday, the beautiful day on which we were liberated from the confines of school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Hinamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those in the city. There were a lot of students here who brought a bento, ate it at lunch, and then went to play in the school or around the schoolyard. You could say that the entire school turned into a children's playground. There were mountains behind the school, and if you went down that way, you'd find mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversation in the classroom if you wanted to. You could also play hide and seek in the construction pipes. Yeah! Nothing like playing with construction equipment. Of course, you were free to go home as well. And there were some kids who went home and helped water their fields or tend to stores. If Mion was bringing up the afternoon like this, then it must have been for some crazy big club event. I'm down with that. I'm always free for Mion. Always. However, sadly I had something I needed to do before taking part in whatever it was. No, you don't. You have work? That's unlucky. I wonder what kind of work it is. Maybe helping his father with his artwork job. Or being a model for his father's art? A model? Yeah, a hand model. A nude one? Fuck it. Oh. I looked into Rena's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. No! I wouldn't do that for 1,000,000 yen. 10 million, though. There's your price. Everyone has a price. Everyone. There's no, oh, I'd never do this. No. There's always that price where everyone's like, you know what? That can do a lot of stuff. To get rid of Rena's delusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side. Oh, stop! Sorry. Leaving your fanciful delusions aside, I have something to do real quick during lunch. I'm okay to meet up with you after I'm done, though. Work during lunch? I see. That sounds kinda cool, actually. What could it be? Are you having a banquet with VIP experts? Like a business lunch? This is truly sad, but you're right. What? What? Everyone shouts wildly surprised. The fuck did Keiichi do? I hope he's just fucking with them. I sprinted over somewhere. It was true. Today I'd be on the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was having about 10 people from the publishing agency over for a house party. He called people from work for a party. The day after having stayed up 2 nights in a row, I'm amazed at their vitality. Adults have it pretty rough. Yeah, we do. Though I'm not much of an adult yet. I mean, theoretically, yes, I am an adult, but I won't consider myself a full adult until after college. Oh, won't that be fucking fun? Of course, it would be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It'd be really tiring to have to force myself to smile at some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's important business connection, so offending them would be bad. Well, with all that said, it was going to get very uncomfortable for me today starting at lunch. Well, what an intelligent child. This is my son, Keiichi. Keiichi, this is someone from somewhere. And this person is someone from the manager. Say your hellos. Hello. My name's Keiichi. I appreciate all you've done for my father. Keiichi, do you draw pictures like your father does? I'd very much like to see them. It's not the kind of pictures you'd like. My dad had such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Although I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care and don't want to see any. Anyway. Dad's so tight-fisted about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore, so I wouldn't care at all if they were pictures of naked ladies or anything. If you study under your father as an apprentice, you'd be able to become a great artist like him too. Excuse me. It's just between you and me, but... my dad, is he really that great of an artist? I readied myself and whispered my question. It might have seemed odd for a son to be asking this, but... when I did, he gave me this really strange grin, and tightly clamped down onto my shoulders. Yes! He is truly a fantastic artist. Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. There are no purchase restrictions, he does fan service, and he always answers the letters he gets. He has an inquisitive mind and always on the prowl for what the world needs. Taking off your socks? Absolutely not. And that goes for glasses and school uniforms too. Mayabara-sensei understands these things perfectly. Every event sees him along the wall with a huge lineup. Oh, god damn. Yep, he's a fucking pervert. Too bad that gene didn't fucking run through Mayabara when it comes to females his age. Because, you know, that would make too much sense. God damn it. Pisses me off. Because he could have brought Mion with him and say, oh, Mion, it's good. You'll be good for publicity. Yes, why not? Fuck it, why not? I would have any excuse to be around her. Oh, I'm sorry, but his pictures, they're not ones you hang on the wall. Not at all. In the beginning, everyone starts in the islands, and then to their corners, and finally climbing up to the corners of the larger paths. The final destination is the famous wall. You too. Please become a great artist. You can display his works in unison with Mayabara-sensei. I'll cheer you on. It's fine to have a lot of passion for things you like, but I didn't get it. But it seemed that the world of art ran pretty deep. It was probably a much deeper world than I could have imagined. I decided to leave it at that. Then I realized my mom was calling from the other side of the room. Keiichi, it's the phone. It's a friend of yours. Please be Mion. Please be Mion. Please be Mion. Please be Mion. A lucky break. Maybe I could get out of this uncomfortable business part by using a friend's phone call as an excuse. I scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver my mom had left there. Hello? It's me. Hello, me. That's not how you answer the phone, Kate. What? Hello? Who is this? That's not how you answer the phone, Keiichi-san. I implore you, learn how to choose your words more properly. I was one of the opinion that the person speaking to me had a far stranger way of talking. Oh, it's Satoko. It's unusual for you to call my house. This isn't the time for pleasantries. Keiichi, when are you going to be able to come? Sorry. Looks like this is going on a bit long. I can't get them to let me go. I want to go do things with the club now, but... That's not it, Keiichi. It wasn't about the club today. It's a real battle. Satoko's voice was different from normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone. A real battle? That doesn't sound good. What's the situation? I'll explain the particulars when we meet. Anyway, this is a terrible crisis. At this rate, we're gonna lose. What on earth was going on? Could it have been a fight? I didn't know who they were, but laying a hand on someone from Hinamizawa was an absolutely terrible idea. Right. Got it. I'll come and reinforce you right away. Do not think this isn't a legit fight. Stop it. Where are you at? We're on the Okunomiya Elementary School campus. There are signs at the station, so you should be able to figure it out. Anyway, we're in a huge hurry. The school campus. The situation could have a lot of people involved. Could have turned into an all-out brawl. No, there is no brawl. I guarantee it. Who is the enemy here anyway? Oh, I'm on fire. Got it. I'll be there soon. Should I bring a weapon with me? Like a metal baseball bat or something? You have a metal bat? That'd be fantastic. We will wait for you here. The call cut off abruptly. I need to hurry. Oh, Keiichi, I was looking for you. Oh, that's his dad. Whoops. Here, was looking for a photocopy. Now's not the time. Don't we have a bat? A metal bat. If not, then anything long will do. Haha. If anything long will do, then my golf clubs are in the storage room. It didn't have the same kind of impact, but a golf club was a splendid weapon, too. It was lighter than a baseball bat and may be easier for me to use. Oh, hell no, I would pick a baseball bat over a fucking golf club every day of the week. Depending on what kind of golf club it is. If it's like an iron, oh fuck me, give me the golf club. But if it's like a driver or wood, give me the metal bat. Thanks, I'm borrowing one. I really need to go see my friends for something, it's urgent. Sorry. What? Keiichi! Wait a minute! I grabbed my golf club, jumped on my bike, and headed straight for town. Wait for me, Satoko. I'll be right there. You know if Mion asked the same thing, you know he wouldn't be in a hurry. That's what really pisses me off about this arc so far. Just hold on out until then.